tucked away in the Shenandoah Valley, Harrisonburg, Virginia, home to James Madison, father of the Constitution and mother of some of the most electric crowds in all of college football when they come out to support the Dukes. We're really looking forward to this matchup. You've got a team that's made its way into the top 25, now trying to pass an all-important road test. As we'll see, the number 12 team in the country, the Penn State Nittany Lions, taking on the James Madison Dukes. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Nittany Lions will get us underway with the opening kickoff. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Nittany Lions offense takes the field to start this game off. And here comes the quarterback, and one thing you know for sure with this team, as he goes, so goes the offense.
And he's a big-time talent, Reese. This guy can hurt you in a multitude of ways, throwing and running the football. He's going to have to be dialed in, though, because this defense is going to give him a lot of different looks. It's really important mentally this QB is on his game.
There's nothing better than opening drive, coming out as an away team. Everybody's got all that excitement, all that energy, and being able to run the football and physically exert yourself to start a football game.
Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
The Nittany Lions will line it up on 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Fires one high and deep. It's complete. Takes it to the house. Touchdown, Nittany Lions.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And he'll bring it back. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So the James Madison Dukes offense will take the field for the first time. And you'd better be sharp throwing the football to the outside, Jesse, because both of these teams have lock-up corners.
And they're really good at baiting you into throwing their way as well. You've got to be careful. And, David, I like these guys, too, because they're not afraid to get their face in the fan and support the run game.
No doubt. And it's fun because when you're a defense and you can shut down half the field, you can do so many different things to give other guys help because you trust these guys on an island outside.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. The Dukes will punt this one away. He'll try to really get into this one. A low-line drive and not his best work. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well. Palmer, they executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
Pulls and fires it complete to the right. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I'll tell you, the offense might be setting up a shot down the field here. You might see them later fake the wide receiver screen and see if they can hit a tight end or another receiver running up the boundary. Keep your eye open for that.
Third and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4-down territory. Wide receiver coming across in motion. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play.
And just something very easy, very reliable. Flip it forward. Let your receiver do the rest. I only got to get a few yards. Nice job. Nice execution. First down.
Off the play fake on first down. Wants to throw. Pulls it in. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. The Nittany Lions are marching down the field. They'll try the run. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State! Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
He'll take the return, try to get better field position. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
Fires downfield. Makes the grab. Finally run out of bounds, but he has his offense rolling with a first down. Fresh set of downs after the completion. They'll run it on the counter. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Dances away to buy time. At the 40, there he goes. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. They punted on their opening drive, and now they need a 3rd down conversion to avoid punt. From the gun, wants to pass. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense. And the Dukes will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Penn State on top. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the 2nd. 2nd down now as they're ready to go back to work. Caught in the backfield, it's Clyde. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't gain any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically down the field for an explosive play down the line. Just keep that in mind.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Quickly to the tight end. Make the stop at the 40, but he's got 15 yards on that one and a first down.
All right, second quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some first downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
They make the stop right at the 30-yard line, but it's a 10-yard pickup and a first down. The Nittany Lions come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback checking off. Wants to throw on first down. He lost one down the sideline. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. The incompletion brings up a second down. From the gun, they'll try the middle. What a good run there. He has enough for the first down.
And a great job by the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right up the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big gain.
And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
Yeah, and that's a nice job selling it by the offense, dropping back, making it look like it's passed. That running back slipping out of the backfield, throwing him the football, getting a dynamic playmaker in space, and he says, I got this, I'll do the rest, and gets the touchdown.
Out of the end zone. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. They've got nothing done so far, and they already find themselves in a 3-possession hole, Jesse.
Yeah, and as a head coach, you're wondering, what didn't I say? What didn't I do to get my team ready to go? Because we look like we're sleepwalking at this point, Dave.
Yeah, nothing went well in the first quarter. You just say refresh. Like, let's try to find a way now, chip into this lead, try to make it somewhat manageable when you get to the half.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. They stop him at the 42, but they're on a roll with a pickup of 15 and a first down.
I like the running back there on the route, the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
Gets it out quickly. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. The Dukes racing to the line in the hurry up. DB's right up on the receivers. Handoff to the single running back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And you hear about run blitzes. This is exactly what a run blitz is. When you know the ball's coming up the middle, you want to bring those linebackers, get them closer to the line of scrimmage, and fire right when the ball's...
Lofts one high and deep. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's one way to make a stop. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. And the senior just snatched the ball out of the air and gave it back to his offense.
Not all DBs make the play at the end, right? They can bat the ball down, they can be in position, but they don't really secure the football. Great job by the DB securing the football and forcing the turnover.
Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down.
It's so hard for a defense to have to stop plays like that because it really forces you to play with great eye discipline. You see the pre-snap motion. Defense doesn't know if he's just running across the field and he's going to run a route, if he's going to block, or if he has the football. That time, he was able to outflank the defense and hurt them to get that first down.
And he bats it away. It falls incomplete.
Yeah, and I like the shot, the aggressive play down the field. And we like throwing those jump balls up to my receiver because usually the receiver makes the play and makes the defender look bad. Nice job by the defender getting a hand on it, tipping that ball away from the wide receiver.
You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. They've got it at the 41, third and short, trying to keep the chains moving. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. The Nittany Lions pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and they will try to build on what has already been a dominant first-half performance. Now on first down from the 43-yard line. The give out of the gun. What a nifty run there to pick up the first down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
Looking to go up top on first down. Got it! And he won't be able to get in as the defense gets him down at the 1. This offense has been running up and down the field, and here they are, first and goal, a chance to tack on another one before halftime. On the option. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? Direct snap. Touchdown, Penn State! And they take it in for 6 more points. That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
Man, he's been productive, just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella.
Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run, they're loading the box, and still this guy's been able to find his way in. 25, it's a nice number.
James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's second and long. And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. And the Dukes will line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. The offense lining up for a first down play. Use the play fake, now to throw. Takes the easy throw in the flat. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. And the Nittany Lions in the hurry up. Dropping back, it's Wells. Throwing right. And that pass intercepted. And they come up with a big play to make sure no more points go on the board before the end of the half. Offense getting set for first down. They're going to open this drive with a pass. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. He's looking for an open man on second down. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. And he can't find a receiver, and down he goes. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. A third and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. And the defense wraps up the first half by taking it to the quarterback and getting the sack. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. The Dukes will call on their punt team. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Slips through the line. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, you've had yourselves a great broadcast so far today in Harrisonburg. And there is no better place to start this halftime than by reviewing how this wideout has been a one-man wrecking crew. The kid's been everywhere. And I love how he's willing to go across the middle, but that he also has the jets to burn these DBs on the deep ball. If this defense wants to actually come back in this one, they better hide his cleats. And with that, let's head back to the guys at Bridgeforth Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. The Nittany Lions will kick it away to start the second half. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. Huge deficit to start this third quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well. When you're trailing by this much, this first drive, man, does everything matter and hinge on this? Because every possession in the second half is going to be critical.
Yeah, and I think if you're on offense, why hold back? What are you worried about? Nothing went well in the first half for you, and at this point, trailing by as much as you are, throw caution to the wind, be aggressive, and let's just see what happens.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. And the Dukes will try to pin them back with the punt. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Makes a move. And the returner will be brought down. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after the pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays, and I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it this drive.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They're setting up the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
And on those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
Back to throw, it's Wells. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
This defense is heating up. They got an interception the last possession. You could tell breaking on the football really, really well, seeing where the quarterback's throwing it, going to try to get it. Got another hand on it, almost had another interception.
It's incomplete, and they'll turn it over on down. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. Line gets set, 1st down. Out of the gun, the running back has it. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Man, it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. It'll be interesting to see.
And he can't escape, and down he goes. He spent his whole career in the backfield, now 40 career sacks.
That is absolutely insane. A guy that can get to the quarterback that much. You know where he's at, Palmer. He's on the end of the line of scrimmage most of the time. You're pointing to him. There's the guy we got to make sure.
And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. The Dukes line up to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. And now the offense will come onto the field again. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that 1st down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
Finally pulled down, but not before. Moving the chains for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking for a man. It's Wells. A little screen to the running back. Still running at the 40. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
This running back is so dangerous. He's going to hurt you running the ball, but they find creative ways to get him the ball in the passing game as well. Beautiful job setting up the screen. He was acting as if he was blocking, let the defender run right by him, and then he made magic happen after he had the ball in his hands.
The Nittany Lions have moved it inside the 20. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! And the route is on.
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover him. With that last catch, this is now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
James Madison, 0.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
He wants to throw here on second down. Makes the catch, and he's brought down.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Buying some time. Quarterback tried to scramble around for a while, but the defense able to bring him down. And the Dukes will send out the punt unit. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. He gets a block. And the returner will be dragged down. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Looking for a productive play on first down. Running back goes in motion. Looking for room. It's Whitaker. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
35, James Madison, 0.
So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Looking to pass. It's Morris. Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State! And the beatdown.
Touchdown, Penn State.
They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, got a final score in a big top 25 matchup. Oklahoma State escaped with the victory, and I say escaped. Look, in college football, teams will take any win, but I think those Pokes fans could have done without this one being so close. Always interesting to see ranked teams collide, and today was no different. The agony and ecstasy of college football, fellas.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. The incomplete pass leaves him with second down. He's looking to throw. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
And as a defense, a lot of times you're coming into the game and you're just trying to limit the damage when you play a really great quarterback. And they've done more than that today. They have dominated this football game. The offense has carried their weight, and this is looking like a great outcome.
The Dukes decide to punt it away.
On to kick it away.
A low line drive and short kick. And they'll let that one go, and it'll roll out of bounds. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. After the quarterback and receiver couldn't connect, it's 2nd and 10. Finds his tight end. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. They move the chains on the ground. Now another first down.
Nice job decision-making by the quarterback there in the RPO, not handing it off, knowing he had to throw it, but then also understanding his open guy was going to be in the right flat.
2nd and very short here for the offense. Got it behind the line. It's Fowler. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. The Nittany Lions are on the move. From the gun, the running back looking for room. And he jukes the first guy, made him miss, and picked up a few before being brought down.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get it.
Touchdown, Nittany Lions! And the stomping has commenced. You see some confidence over there as they're closing in on a Week 7 win.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
They'll throw again after the incompletion. Fires to the wideout. Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Looking to move it through the air. Buys a little time. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. And the Dukes come to the line with a new set of downs. Feeling some heat. He just got rid of that one to save the down. Didn't see anything he liked.
This defense has just been all over this guy all game long. Under pressure, they're finding a way to get to him and affect his rhythm. Of course, they have an interception in this game. That's why they've got a big lead here in the 4th quarter.
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Oh, the offense very fortunate to fall on that football. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. They're trying to get to him. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. The handoff, keep working on that clock. Still on his feet at the 45. And there they go again with another huge gain on the ground. He's finally run out of bounds. They're lining up on 1st and 10 from the 38. Use the play fake, now to throw. A little release to the back. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
Wants to throw. It's Wells. Throws for the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. 4th quarter, huge lead. I'm not really sure why you need to take that kind of shot.
You don't. You definitely don't need to. You can run the clock. You can run the football. You can make sure that you're playing.
Going for it all. He caught it. And he'll go out of bounds, and this aerial attack just continues to carve this defense into tiny slices. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard. They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive.
Penn State 56, James Madison 0.
And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. This thing got out of hand on them, but they'll try to finish with some pride here.
And this one was a beatdown. And there's nothing you can do about it because this one's over. Jesse, now we got to start progressing for next week for the rest of this season so we don't let one bad game turn into 2.
Yeah, there are very few teams out there that won't watch game film, but they may want to skip this one. I mean, because it may hurt their confidence. They just need to turn the page and get ready for the next opponent. Forget this day ever happened.
After the misfire, it's 2nd down. He's looking to throw. He makes the catch. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
Well, this offense has not put their best product on the field today. They've got no points to show for any of their efforts so far, but they've still got a chance. But if it's going to happen, it has to happen.
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. First down sack, pushes it back. Now it's 2nd down. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Unleashes one. He's got it. And the defense wrestles him to the ground.
And it's always interesting when you get into this garbage time, if it really matters or if it doesn't. And depending on who you talk to, it matters. But that's a big passing play. They just needed a lot more of those in this.
And it's picked off right at the goal line. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game in the 4th quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding they're going to have to take shots.
He's going up top. And that pass picked off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. First down here for the offense. He wants to throw. Going to try to get it himself.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in, you could tell. They were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game.
And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same calls. This is a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. The Dukes send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He's got great speed. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. What a feeling this has to be, David, in complete control and headed toward victory formation.
Yeah, no stress, under a couple minutes left in the ball game. Well in hand.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And it's caught inside the 15. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll start this drive with a pass. Throws to the wideout. Got his man. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Trying to find his man on first down. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Then the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes. Guys, this is a really good win for this ball club as they put together consecutive victories.
And this season, that's what you got to do. You got to put together good weeks, build on each other, build that momentum, continue to grow as the season goes along.
Yeah, David, it's all about building confidence, and it's really important for these players to go out, work hard in practice, and see that hard work really pay itself off on game day. This is a team that's really starting to believe in itself.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.